Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am jumping in for a couple of reasons. One is Patreon. I don't know how many people watching are one of my patrons, but I can't log into Patreon over the weekend. Friday, I was using Patreon and I was going to be listing my batik fabrics on there so that my exclusive shoppers could start buying the batiks. And I think I posted 2 different posts leading up to that. I was able to do my free ebooks. But for whatever reason, all of a sudden, I needed to log into Patreon. I probably don't log into Patreon, for months. I just never have to do that. I just go and I'm in. So I tried to log in, and I'm trying to remember exactly what happened. Oh, I have 2 different Patreon accounts. 2 different emails, and I wasn't sure which one. So I have Google do that work for me, and I picked one, the one that I thought was probably the one I use on that particular account, and the password automatically fills in and stuff, and I clicked through, and it said I needed to, the 2-step authorization, and I had to go through that, and it was sending texts to my old phone that is broken. I don't have that number anymore. So I was like, shit. And I tried all kinds of ways, doing it via email, even if I did it via email and changed the password, which I did. Once you change the password, you have to log in, and it still wants to send the 2-step authorization. I know that's helpful for us, but it's such a pain in the ass when you change a phone number, because you don't remember every place that you gotta put your phone number in. So because of that, I contacted support, and this was Friday afternoon, and I explained, and I got my email saying that they will get back in touch with me Monday, because they closed, whatever time it was, they were supposedly closing, and they don't have any support Saturday or Sunday. I find that incredibly hard to believe. With all the people who can work remotely, it seems like they should be able to do something. And I checked my email this morning, and I see that they did send me an email, so I don't know if they were working a little bit late, because it's California, so I don't know. Anyway, the time changes and stuff, and I was very glad to see that, but then I'm not getting a reply to that. So I did the steps, but I'm at least glad I have the steps done and sent to them. So hopefully Monday morning I'll have a reply. And I just hate that, because my patrons, I told them I was going to be having a sale and I couldn't do it. And, now I can't even do the free ebooks for them. I can't chat with them. They're just going to be in the dark, right? But yesterday I was very busy, went to Skylar's mother's graduation in Senatobia, and that was like a 20-minute ride, maybe a little bit longer or shorter, I don't know. And I was glad to be going to do that with Derek and Skylar in the car. We were meeting her mom there, and we got back home around a little bit before 4. At 5:15, I was going to go to Derek's and get in his car, and we were going to a choir concert. There was 2 in a row, and I said I would go to that one too. So we went Thursday night and then Friday night. And then I wanted to go out after, so I planned at first on meeting a friend at Horseshoe, but Derek's like, if you go to Lafayette's, I knew one of my favorite bands, Basket Case, was playing at Lafayette's, but only at 10:30. So I thought I could go to the casino and kill some time, but I didn't know how far that was going to be. I thought maybe 20 minutes to the casino and then 20 to Lafayette's and then 20 home. I thought it was like in a triangle, but it wasn't. It was going to be like 30 plus minutes to the casino and then like 45 minutes to Lafayette's. And I thought, I'm just better off to go to Lafayette's. So after the choir concert, I came home and did a few things, and then I took off to Lafayette's, and I'm so glad that I did, because I really needed that time out, and I got to dance, and got home at almost 2:30. But here's the interesting thing. At the graduation, I'm chatting with Skylar and her mom's there, and Derek is standing next to me. You know, I kind of hear somebody saying something to Derek, but I wasn't paying attention. But I turned around and she goes, "And you're Darlene." So I knew right away the way she said it that she knows me from YouTube. And Derek goes, "Mom, get this." He says, he was talking to somebody and he said, this woman turns around and says, "Are you Derek?" And he says, "Yes." She goes, "I could tell by your voice." He goes, "How do you know me?" She goes, "I watch your podcast, the Real Hernando podcast." He's like, "Oh my God." And then that's when I turn around because I could hear something going on. And she says, "And you're Darlene." And I was like, yes. And she was so sweet. Her and her husband. Oh my goodness. I have a picture on, not of her husband, but of Derek, me, and Teresa. Teresa and Donnie, and I told them that I would give them a shout out on my channel. So hi, Teresa and Donnie. And I've hooked up with her on Facebook, and they're just a nice couple. It was so, Derek was like, "Oh my God," he says, "that's the second time somebody tells me that they heard me talking and they recognized my voice." He does have a kind of a distinctive voice, I guess. I don't know. I would never be able to know somebody by just their voice unless I had met them and, you know, talked to them a lot. So we talked a little bit, and then she says, "Where's Joe?" And I would have been so thrilled to have Joe be recognized. You know, I always told him, you know, one of these times when we're out, you're going to be recognized, and it's going to feel super cool. And I hope that that happens to you soon. But I couldn't have him be recognized because Joe and I are split up. And I had to tell her, I mean, this woman that I just met, and I was crying, and, you know, she was just so sweet about it. But yeah, this is a Saturday, and we broke up Monday. So right at this point, it's been 5 days, and he's moved out, and he has Rocket. So I don't want to get too into it, but I obviously have to tell you guys because, and I waited a little bit, but I had to tell you guys because, you know, I talk about him. He's in my videos. He's helping me with fabric. So my patrons and YouTube members, they already know because I tell them stuff. They don't know everything, but they know, and they have known. And I tell them stuff in advance because I chat with them. And if I do a couple chats and I don't mention Joe or Rocket, you know, they know something's going on. I'm not going to get into it. Maybe later if I find something helpful. So that's why I was out last night dancing. I was so heartbroken, and I even cry on the dance floor. And it was the kind of night where there were women like standing on the dance floor, but just like kind of swaying to music and stuff. And I just was up there most of the night. I might have missed like 5 or 6 songs. You know, I danced and I cried, but I knew it was the right decision. Of course, I have good support. Derek is right there for me, and we were texting even. He's like, "I'm so glad you went out." He even said, "I want you to go out, Ma, tonight. You need to. It'll do you good." And he saw how I was because we were together for the choir on Thursday night, and then the graduation, and then the choir again, and then, you know, he wanted me to go out. And now today, I'm going to be very busy, and I'm glad. I'm doing this for you guys, and hopefully some of my patrons are hearing it so they know that I'm, you know, not just, you know, devastated to the point where I can't even speak or do anything. Okay, so Derek is with the Tina Turner Tina Turner tribute that Elevation does, and he's the bass player for Elevation. And his girlfriend LaShawn is one of the singers. And I've seen it twice, both at Neil's. They're at Lafayette's, 5 o'clock, 5 to 8. Come in and see us. And what is this? This is Saturday the 4th? Yeah. And Lafayette's 5 to 8. I'm so glad that I have that. And then that ends at 8. At 9, Sidecar South Haven. 901 Rocks is there, another one of my favorite bands, and I haven't seen them since before Christmas. So I'm going to be very glad to go there after. I have to go buy it to go home. It's in South Haven, so, you know, it's like halfway from Lafayette's going home. I can stop, and Derek might stop too. I hope LaShawn can too. And so I'm going to be very happy to have 2 different places tonight to go dancing, and I need it. I need it big time. Tomorrow, I'm already trying to plan ahead because I'm so sick to my stomach, and I thought I need to go out. And I haven't been to Hadley's since before Christmas. I don't understand what that is all about. Well, with Joe, we went to places that we both liked, and we just went to the bands that we liked, and some weekends we didn't go out, so that's why. And I was good with that. I was tired of going out, and now here I am back to going out. I know I could just sit home and twiddle my thumbs, but no, it's very, very, very lonely here right now. It's very empty, so I need to be out. Hadley's used to have Sunday jams or something like that. Sunday Fun Day, I think is what it was. And I don't know if they're still doing that, but I'm going to find out. And Hadley's has always been a place that I usually know someone. And if not, I'm comfortable there. I can just sit down at the table alone, and if it's not something I like, I can leave. Just even the ride there, it's like a 40-minute ride for me, so that, gets me out of the house. And so I'm back to that. So, please don't try to figure all kinds of things out. Please don't fill my comments with, suggestions or ideas or I told you so's or whatever. I'm very deeply hurt, but I am going to be out there having fun, trying to meet people, meet men. I do like being with somebody. I just wanted to fill you in, and today was like the first day that I actually could, actually talk about it without, collapsing. And I'm leaving his videos up for now. I mean, it's painful to see. But I had also told myself, if you include him in your videos, there's a chance that you're going to break up and you're going to regret that. And I would just tell myself, just do what you feel at the time, and you can leave them there, because to me, a whole part of the journey is happiness and pain, and maybe happiness and pain. I'm trying to just tell myself that was done in a happy time, and I can leave that there. I guess. I don't know. I'm going to give it time. I'm not going to delete all those videos at this point. In time, it might not bother me at all. And I even knew some other creators that I used to watch, and they would be with their boyfriend and stuff. And I checked, and, they still have those videos, even though they broke up a long time ago, even though they have another boyfriend now. So for now, I'm leaving everything. Okay? That's all there is to it. Be kind, be considerate, be understanding, and that's all I can ask. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.